I was at home with my daughter who was 3, my son who was 10, and I happened to have the news on, which was unusual for me, and it came across the news. And I don't think anybody ever forget where they were when they heard or saw what happened. But, yep, that's where I was.
I was at work. We worked at Steve's Auto Repair. A gentleman, one of the mechanics came up and heard it on the radio and devastated the whole shop at that time. And, something we'll never forget.
I was at Jagged Edge working. Somebody walked in real quick and said something was going on, turn the TV on, so I did. And it was just devastating. I couldn't believe it, and I watched it for days and days and days like everybody else, I'm sure. Probably weeks.
Yes, sir. I was in, I think I was in history class with Miss Hitchcox over at IPS. Teachers were called out, and then they turned on the TVs before the second tower was hit, and we watched what was going on. Class was stopped for the entire day, and then my mom came and got me out of school, and we watched the rest of it and made contact with our family in New York to make sure everything was okay.
And I was at work. At that time we were living in Connecticut, and when I first heard about it, I thought that it was probably just one of someone's, like, small private planes that had gone off track somehow and veered into one of the towers there at the World Trade Center. And then I know I tried to get on the internet, and you couldn't get on the internet. You couldn't get any type of news because everything was just so flooded. And what I finally ended up doing was I called my husband at work, and then he was able to tell me what happened. And about the time I spoke with him at work was when the second tower fell. And
I was actually working in a physician's office, and one of the secretaries came out, told us what was happening. All of the patients, all of the physicians came out. We sat in the patient's reception area. We were watching TV. Everybody was huddled together, and we all just started crying. Couldn't believe it was happening, just in total disbelief. Tears and tears, shocked. We ended up closing the office down for the day. It was very, very sad.